Alright guys, so I wanted to make a quick video on how you can create a meme coins. The number one way right here is going to be pump fund, which is what everybody uses and majority of people have been using for quite a while now. And honestly, this way is pretty oversaturated. But you can still make a few dollars. I made what $1.09 creating these with ChatGPT. Honestly, I created all these guys just kind of as a joke to see how it was, and 9 coins made me $1. Easy day to make $1. I took me like 10 minutes to make these guys, and I uploaded. Now you can also do through Radeon. Now this coin right here actually went up to almost $5,000. The rest kind of just sat at $26, $27. So I was just testing it out. I really wanted to see how the people creating these coins and how it was really performing and doing in general. Uh, Now, none of these guys are a rug. I just created them for fun. I honestly didn't make any money of it. I made $1. It's not like I was trying to make or become millionaires out of these coins. Now, you can buy these before they actually release them, but don't own the equity. You can actually own the equity through Radeon. That's I think how some of these guys are rugging is through this website as well. But whenever I created these, I didn't buy any of it except for maybe one or two Solanas, or not Solana, sorry, but 0.01 or 0.002 Solana. I think that's actually how this one went up to 5,000 mls and kind of sat there. The only real downside to you creating these coins and not owning any equity on it is snipers. Snipers will come in, own 99% of the equity, and they will do the rugging for you. But the only difference is that you won't make a single dime out of it. They will. Uh, but that's the downside to meme coins, is that there's quite a bit of inside trade. So if you do realistically are an artist or a comedian and you really, really do want to be successful with this and make some money out of it, I know how to do it. It's honestly, you have to create social media website for it. You have to create a Twitter account and just kind of let people know what your plans are. You have to be a developer. Now, don't be an insider. Don't be somebody that's just going to let people know, hey, I'm going to create these coins and own 90% of the equity. And then as soon as people start buying into it, just rug it essentially and crash it. That's just unethical. You're risking to get sued, and it is essentially what you don't want to do. This is just a way on how to do it properly without rugging. You're essentially just creating the coins. You can buy the coin ahead of time. Like I bought this one, I think, just kind of just messing around. I think about 0.001. It actually bought it up to 5,000 at most, and you can own the equity to that, and then just burn the coins. And by burning the coins, you actually give people the incentive to buy more of that coins. Now, all these coins were created with ChatGPT, and I'm sure there are hundreds of ChatGPT coins out there, and they're not going to be successful. This was just kind of a test. I just wanted to see how people create these, and honestly, it worked. I mean, I kind of got to experience to see really how these guys work. So, as you can see, like some of these guys actually have somewhat of an art. Like this is obviously an old cartoon. This is actually pretty interesting. I don't know how they made that. So there is dozens of different ways. Like this person probably draw this. So you can actually draw these things. And if you want to promote your work, if you want to promote whatever you believe in, this is a pretty good way, and sometimes you can make a fortune doing it. But the number one way is create a Twitter account. Number two is create a website like that. You have both of them, and kind of talk about what your goals are, and make people trust you. Create a community essentially, and you don't want to betray that community by rugging all the time, or even at all. Honestly, because at the end of the day, this is very much unethical, and that's what all these celebrity and people getting sued for, is putting their name into something and then promoting it and making it seem as if this is going to be the next big thing and then just completely crashing it. But if you're an artist and you essentially are able to draw things like this and you want to promote it and promote your work and resell it in, through NFTs or whatever else, this is a pretty good way to get started. So think about the different ways. I basically, in order for you to create one, I'm going to show you a quick minute here on how to create one. This is through Pump Fund. Everybody creates meme coin through Pump Fund right now because it's free and it's easy and cheap. You can actually do it through Radeon as well. I'm going to show you both away here. So we're going to create just kind of mess around coin, call it F it. Um, why not testing? I'm gonna put just don't buy in the description. It'll be funny if people start actually buying it. Um, and I'm just putting a random image from ChatGPT that I was just using for my next video. So yeah, just create coin. I'm not putting any Solana on it. It says optional. You can see right there. So I'm not putting any Solana. I'm creating it, and it takes like a couple seconds. Oh, view the coin. Now, obviously, if people buy it, you'll be able to see it there. That's majority of the time, nobody's gonna buy it. Um, Now you can get lucky. You really can, especially if you do it properly. Which you do it through meme essentially, which is Trump says, my dog name is gonna be this, and it's gonna be this, and that's when you create a coin about that specific dog. Like you have Shiba, you have Dogecoin, all those stuff promoting essentially dogs, and it got really popular really fast. So there's a possibility. There is really much a possibility for you to become successful creating these things. See, it would be funny if somebody actually buys this thing. Nobody's gonna buy it now. So that's nothing too. If you don't own the equity or don't buy it yourself, nobody's gonna buy these coins. Like nobody's gonna be the first investor in it because there's no equity. So there's no snipers gonna jump into it. Snipers are essentially bots. Trading bots are gonna be jumping into these things. So no sniper or anybody's gonna jump into this thing and buy it for you. But if you invest, 0.02 in here and actually start buying these things, you're gonna have a candle. And by having candle, other people might or may not consider it. Oh, okay, there's a candle in this one. It has got some value, and then jump in and buy it. So those are things that you should look at. Now through Radeon, how do you launch a coin? Now this thing right here, Launch Lab, it's actually brand new, and it says Launch Token. Same thing, just random. Why not? Fuck it. But don't buy. Just keep it like that. Screw it. I'm gonna uncheck this. Now you can put your social here, like I said. This actually makes you more credible in a lot of senses because if you guys saw my other videos on how to look for meme coins, 99% of people actually have filters on. You have to have at least one social. So it is behoove you to create at least Twitter accounts with whatever your projects are and your goals are if you are an artist and planning to do these things. So keep that in mind. So create token. I'm not planning to buy any of this. I'm buying create token. You have to verify I'm human. And just create. It takes a second or two, but then it creates this. Now, obviously, nobody's going to buy this. I don't own any equities. I don't even buy 0.001. But if you realistically are interested in making this happen, this is like $27 worth of stuff here. Now, like I said, I don't own 99% of things, so I can't rug out the $27. But if you honestly just want to make this create a candle, you could buy some, percentage of it. Now you can make some money off the slippage tolerance price. And sometimes when people buy in, they pay a fee to buy into the coins. And that's how you realistically will be making money doing this stuff. Is when people buy in, the fee that they pay to buy into the coin is what you will be collecting. So whenever you went to Pump Fund, this is basically some of the stuff that I got to collect in the past. So each time somebody buys a percentage of it, I get a little small percentage. So if you're an artist, it's an easy way to make money. But you might need to get some trial and errors, create your platform, create your little community, and then go from there. Just keep in mind, 99% of people doing these things lose their money, and don't be an asshole that rugs people just because you want to make a quick buck. It's not going to end well for you or anybody else. So keep that in mind. If you want to create a meme coin, that is how you do it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.